I'm Jordy, and welcome to How to Read the Bible. This morning I was reading Psalm 130. It just happened to be where I was. Each morning I try to start my day with a psalm, because they're usually short, and they're usually, sometimes they're heavy, but they're usually filled with hope at the end. Almost always there's like a, and yet my trust is in you, Lord, kind of ending, almost always. There's only one that doesn't have that ending. And I do this before I check Instagram, before I check Twitter, before I check whatever, the news, because it grounds me. Reading the Psalms, whatever, reading the Bible in general, but specifically for me, specifically the Psalms, just helps me like refocus my life before all the other stuff happens, before I feel overwhelmed with everything else in this universe. So that's what I was doing. Psalm 130, I was reading it, and there's like this, I guess, really short. And I noticed right away that it was really short, and I noticed that there was like this like line that was repeated, and it didn't really seem that significant to me. And then I looked at the very top of the psalm, and in my Bible there was like this little thing that says, Psalm 130, a song for those who go up to Jerusalem to worship the Lord, otherwise known as a song of ascent. Ascent. Okay. So I immediately thought, I think I know what that is. That's a special song. And I like how this translation puts it. A song for those who go up, right? You're going to ascend. It's for those who are going to go somewhere, going to do something. I found that very fascinating. So that's, I think, what I want to talk about today, is songs of ascents. And this is the reason why I titled this episode, I like to fill in the blank. I like to blank. Because I like to just invite you right now to think about something. What's something that you like to do? And I mean, it can be anything. In my opinion, God made everything. God made this world that we live in. And He is outside of creation, and yet somehow creation is because of Him. He is very much involved in all of creation, but He's also capable of He's not limited to His own creation. I guess that's my point. So because of God, all things exist. All things exist. You know what I mean? So think of something that you like. What do you like? I like skateboarding. So that's why my skateboard is here. I actually really like it. I find it funny that there's a mountain painted on it, and in these like forestry trees, and that reminds me of where I came from, actually. So I stopped snowboarding when I moved to Winnipeg. I hope the reasons are obvious, and picked up skateboarding, and it's really helped me remember where I came from, and so there's significance attached to it. It's one of the things that I invite God to when I do this. I go skateboarding, and it helps me just mull over what I was meditating on this morning, or whatever I was reading. So, my blank, I like to skateboard. So you got your thing, the thing that you like to do, and here, maybe this gets awkward, I don't know. Maybe the thing that you're thinking of is bad. Maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe it's something that's, kind of messed up, or maybe it hurts people. Maybe it has bad origins. Invite God to that too. What's that going to hurt? He might just clean that up in your life. In fact, I hope He does. This is like an aside, but I think the only way to get through some stuff that really causes us hurt, that really keeps us, keeps us down, keeps us from being healed, is to actually invite God into that thing. Maybe it's, God, I have an addiction to pornography. Invite Him into that. Definitely, absolutely. He'll free you from it. Or God, I have a problem with anger. I just get so angry sometimes and lash out at people. Invite God to that. So maybe it's, I like to yell at people. Maybe that's your blank this morning. Invite God into that. Pour scripture and Bible reading and prayer into that. What's that going to do? It might just end up making us better human beings, right? Anyway, that's like my aside over there. In all things, whatever that blank is, I like to, and then invite God to it. Invite God on your walk. Invite God on going to the zoo. I don't know, whatever it is. Anything, everything. And I thought specifically about this cool scripture, this Song of Ascent, because that's exactly what they would do. This whole type of this short poem. It's 8 verses long. It's like, it's really little. That's all it is. What they would do is they'd go places. They would go on pilgrimages. They would like read this or listen to people reading this while they're walking, while they're doing something. I find that so neat. So this is how to read the Bible. This is one way that I think the Bible is asking for you. Please read it this way. It's a helpful way to read the Bible. And again, hey, if you have a comment, feel free to leave it. This is like an open discussion. There's no right answers here, so just we are discovering how to read the Bible together. I invite your feedback. Tell me what your blank is. Yeah, if it's like conversational, appropriate. All right, my name is Jordy, and catch you next time. See you later.